From the Podwires newsroom at podwires.com.
It's Tuesday night. The second day of the podcast movement has just ended, with lots of announcements and happenings in podcasting. As always, contact us via email. And don't forget to sign up for this newsletter here if you haven't already. Encourage a friend to subscribe as well. Today's issue takes 11 minutes to read. Let's dive in on today's newsletter. Today's brief. Triton Digital's Omny Studio partners with Headliner for video clips. Podcast Insight. Survey reveals advertisers' top worries in digital audio advertising. The impact of audio advertising on home improvement sales. Growth. Podcast Elsewhere. New leadership at Sounds Profitable. Kristin Myers takes charge. Triton Digital transforming podcasts. New Omny Studio and Headliner collaboration. Triton Digital R, the global technology and services leader to the digital audio, podcast, and broadcast radio industries, is proud to announce today that its enterprise podcasting platform, Omny Studio, will now integrate with Headliner for the creation of video clips for YouTube by authors, automated transcripts, and more. The details. Omny Studio, hosting over 70,000 podcasts globally, offers the most fully realized suite of technology in the industry that powers hosting, delivery, measurement, and monetization for digital audio and podcast content. Publishers are already using Headliner in Omny Studio to publish full episode and clip audiograms with waveforms, subtitles, and imagery to social media and video sites. Building on this capability, podcast publishers are now more easily able to create videos for their episodes and have engaging audiograms auto-shared on their YouTube podcast channels. The latest toolset from Headliner now automates promotional efforts for podcasters and publishers to gain increased reach and extend the life of content through visual means. The integration of Triton Digital's podcast metrics and YouTube allows publishers to measure listenership on YouTube and, therefore, get insights into the total performance of their podcasts so as to improve their strategy in distributing their content. The integration sews up all podcast content by way of RSS and YouTube and manages reporting across download and view metrics. This enables automation, thus hooking into multiple channels and connecting third-party YouTube distribution APIs for reporting. Video podcasting is really taking off in popularity, but not everyone has the time or budget to give it much thought, said Sharon Taylor, SVP of Podcast Strategy at Triton Digital. Omny's integration with Headliner keeps getting better and closes this gap for podcasters. It's now easier than ever to take any audio content and turn it into episodes to be consumed on YouTube, complete with creative graphics and subtitle support, both of which could be key to leveling the playing field and hooking listeners. Now, with this new development, publishers will get even more insights into exactly how audiences consume their content with the reporting capabilities of Triton's podcast metrics. This integration is the huge step forward in the Omny Studio Headliner partnership, helping publishers instantly and easily transform audio content into engaging short-form videos that capture audience interest. About Triton Digital is the foremost global technology and services company for the digital audio, podcast, and broadcast radio industries. They are at the heart of audio and podcast consumption, providing the technological innovation needed for broadcasters, podcasters, and online music services to build audiences and maximize revenue. Triton also supplies webcast metrics and podcast metrics, leading measurement services for streaming audio. Why it matters? The joint effort from Omny Studio and Headliner is the expanded accessibility and engagement of podcast content for listeners across multiple platforms. With Triton's podcast metrics, publishers get access to valuable insights to enhance strategy on content creation to eventually understand audience preferences, including demographic data of listeners and other engagement metrics. Bottom line, through the collaboration, publishers will have more ways to transform their audio content into compelling videos, such as through dynamic visualization of their clips for better reach and viewer engagement. In addition, this cooperation provides publishers with valuable insights to tailor their content to resonate with their audience for more engaged viewing and podcast growth.
This episode is brought to you by Podwire's Marketplace, the best platform for finding top podcast service providers and podcast producers. We've selected the best, and we're ready to make your project ideas a reality, no matter the size. We will achieve your business goals together. Find podcast experts who understand your market and will help you grow your business. Learn more right now on the homepage, https://marketplace.podwires.com.
Elevate your podcasting skills with Tom Rogers. This August, the popular podcast hosting and monetization platform Podbean is happy to announce Podcasting Success, a back-to-school special with Teachers Talk Radio, a fun virtual event for the start of the school year. AdLarge welcomes CEO School Podcast to its FWD network portfolio. AdLarge, a leading podcast advertising firm, is pleased to announce the addition of CEO School, a podcast dedicated to empowering women in business, to the FWD network portfolio. Sounds Profitable welcomes Kristin Myers to lead audio initiatives. The news of Kristin Myers' appointment to principal came from Sounds Profitable, the foremost trade association cum media intelligence firm supporting the podcast industry. Acast Podcasts named finalists in 4 Asia Podcast Awards. Acast, the world's largest independent podcast company, today announced that 3 of its leading podcasts in Asia have been named a finalist in the Asia Podcast Awards. BBC Storyworks unveils Resilient Edge podcast on business transformation. The award-winning branded content studio of BBC Studios is BBC Storyworks Commercial Productions has just launched Resilient Edge, a business vitality podcast. Podcast Insights Survey reveals advertisers' top worries in digital audio advertising image, WWRC. In a new survey by WRC, ad buyers voiced brand safety and suitability as the top concerns with podcast and digital audio ad spending via programmatic ad exchanges. The finding: a survey has revealed brand safety and suitability to be more crucial for advertisers and agencies than loss of cookies or concern with measurement accuracy. More than half have ranked brand safety first, while 56% rated improving ad verification capabilities highest. Speaking at the event, Paul Stringer, WRC's managing editor for research and insight, pointed out growing concern in the minds of marketers over declining addressability, brand safety, and ad fraud, making them very urgent matters that have to be taken seriously. Even though programmatic advertising accounts for about 70% of all digital ad spending, concerns over brand safety have not ceased yet. Many a time, the advertisers see their ads placed in inappropriate environments. More than half of the responded survey said they look forward to enhance ad verification at priority. Hannah Rook, head of intelligence and insights, Magna, suggests key, although it was reported by the Association of National Advertisers that only 36% of all spending on programmatic advertising reaches the consumer. Some 49% of both advertisers and agencies have not established direct contracts or verified ad impressions. Although the removal of cookies from digital advertising will actually diminish the influence of Google, it does not make it easy for advertisers to adjust. A survey taken indicates that 76% of the respondents are in any case adopting first-party data strategies, of which 57% identified this approach as the most effective solution for its reliability and direct consumer insights. The data. The findings are based on a survey of 100 programmatic experts conducted in July 2024 by WAR-C in association with B2B market research company NewtonX and informed by expert opinion and external research. Why it matters. The findings further underline the pressing urgency for manifold shifts by advertisers to first-party data strategies, especially against the backdrop of Google's withdrawal of cookies. That would be important in ensuring a continued continuity of effective targeting and measurement in digital advertising. Our take. As podcast advertisers, it means we shall leverage first-party data to help ourselves adapt to this shift and not break the effectiveness of our targeting and measurement strategies. It means that we shall be able to maintain meaningful contact with the target and create effective campaigns within this fast-changing digital advertising market.
You are now up to date with the latest podcast news from the Podwires newsroom.